What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as EOS to BTC. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the recent Litecoin drop reaching $74, $75, as well as Bitcoin and some other cryptocurrencies falling as well. So kind of a bunch of crazy stuff to talk about. We are going to be looking at the coin market cap. I am back at college. I apologize for not making a video yesterday. I am now currently in my apartment upstate for school, so I am setting up my setup, getting everything ready. If there is an echo, bear with. I will be updating that and getting some back wall so that there's no echo off me, because right now there is a wall behind me and I'm speaking into a corner, so it's reflecting back the voice into the microphone. So I will be fixing that and updating that later on. Probably by tomorrow that will all be okay. So there's a couple of things that we have to do as of right now, guys. So I do want to just look at the current coin market cap right now. You can see there's a couple of things I do want to discuss, and then I do want to explain to you guys the recent drop within Litecoin, because I do think that's quite important, and I want to explain to you guys why I believe this is what is happening and why it's happening. And I don't want you to be too nervous, because this has been a called for retracement within cryptocurrency. Litecoin seeing this fall, it was nothing to be unexpected. It was not crazy. It was not surprising, at least for me. And I want to hopefully explain that to you guys, and you guys can understand and kind of where we're headed in the future. So right now we're on the current coin market cap. Market cap is 264.9 bill. 24-hour volume is 64.2 bill, and then Bitcoin dominance is 68.6%. As I scroll down, you'll see the top 10 cryptocurrencies are kind of in a consolidation standpoint. It seems like yesterday was the bulk of the retracement, and now we're kind of on this sideways movement. You can see Bitcoin falling, Ethereum falling, pretty much everything retracing lower, except for Tether, which actually went up to a little bit, or I don't know, it doesn't really move from its dollar standpoint, but everything has pretty much been retracing and pulling back down lower. So I would like to explain to you guys what exactly is going on and what to expect in the near future. You can see Bitcoin is pretty much at $10,000, Litecoin at $74, which I know is a shock to some people. We haven't seen Litecoin this low in quite some time, and I do want to go in depth on that and really discuss what exactly is going on. But as you guys can see, the rest of the market is in a sideways consolidation form. Nothing really too bad is happening today. We did see, like I said, the bulk of the retracement yesterday. So I do now just want to jump over to Bitcoin, because I think this is really the dead giveaway and the best explanation as towards why we are retracing the way we are. It pretty much makes tons of sense, and it doesn't really need to be explained, but I will anyway for those of you who don't really understand or aren't really following what exactly is going on. So if you are new to the channel, what's been happening, guys, is we have an uptrend, as you can see right here. Now within this uptrend, there is an ascending triangle. There is a price ceiling at the top, which you can see we retested twice before retracing back down to a low. So we did face a lot of resistance up at $12,700 before retracing and pulling back down to these lower levels. Now we are using this uptrend as a support. You can see numerous times we did hit it as a resistance right here, and then once we broke through, it started to act as a support. You can see that's exactly what happened back in July, the end of July actually, into August, where we did retest this uptrend once again reaffirming that this is a very strong support, and then shot up all the way from our $10,000 to a almost pretty much a $12,000 high before retracing back down to this uptrend once again, retesting it. So there's a couple of things I want to explain to you guys right now. Number one, we are trading at 43 on the relative strength indicators, indicating that there is reason to start to slide back upwards. There's plenty of room to retrace up to higher levels, which is awesome. Now, the other thing to take note of is we are near the high-low moving average. So that is a good thing. The fact that the high-low MMA is acting as a support while pushing the price of the coin and volume up should inevitably keep this as a bottom. This is a huge buying opportunity, at least for my standpoint. I'm buying in right now. I'm purchasing levels right here and in Litecoin too. I'll explain that in a second, but I'm starting to dollar cost average on the way down. Now you can see this is a great opportunity to be buying. I bought right here, and I'm going to be buying if indeed we do retest and retrace to lower levels. There is a bottom support right here, as well as the high-low MMA, which finally caught up. So these two levels right here are prominent buy zones, and I think if we do get down to this level, $9,400, we should be in that oversold market, indicating that we are going to retrace back up. Now, obviously, I do think we need to complete this. I think we're going to be heading up very soon. I think this is pretty much the sure sign that movement to the upside is bound to happen in the next couple of days. So this is pretty exciting news. I am very shocked to see that we're finally moving back upwards, or going to very soon. I think this was the bulk, like I said, of the retracement. This is the issue zone, and the fact that we finally retested that, and twice we had candles retrace back up to support right here, does give us some benefit of the doubt that we're going to start moving up to higher levels. So now, why did Litecoin and the other altcoins fall? Well, as we know, Bitcoin is the number one cryptocurrency. So usually whatever Bitcoin does, the other altcoins do too. And that's pretty much what explains Litecoin's retracement as well as Ethereum's. So the fact that we saw Bitcoin fall to lower levels does indicate that Litecoin has to do the same. So the fact that we saw Bitcoin retrace, Litecoin's doing the same thing. So it's a little bit harder to track on Litecoin's pattern. That's why I love to use other altcoins to get a general analysis of the market. Bitcoin today is the best one to look at. So you can see there is a resistance line. There is a downtrend right here, which is putting a lot of negative pressure on the market and pushing the coin down to lower levels. Now, we do have a support at around $66, which we could retest fairly soon. But for right now, we are trading sideways, and we do need to consolidate out. We are near the oversold, or practically on that border of oversold, and we do need to start to pull back up. So I am looking for some retracement to the upside fairly soon. Pretty much what I'm looking for is for Bitcoin to start to consolidate now and trend upwards, and that volume that comes into the market should officially or help Litecoin start to move up to its upside too. You can see the high-low MMAs, we are below that, so there is plenty of room to trend upwards and start to trade upwards. But I do think the next key point that Litecoin is going to target is its high-low MMA. So I do think we're going to see a pretty big jump from the $73 region we're at to $100 fairly soon. So these are two great buying opportunities. I did buy into Bitcoin at the current price right now, and I did buy into Litecoin at the current price right now. They are dollar cost averaging. They're about 10. I put about 10% of my portfolio into each one of those, so 20% total, if you guys wanted to know. And we're probably going to start to see movement back to the upside fairly soon because of where being oversold and due to where Bitcoin is beautifully retesting. Now, for those of you who say charting and things like that don't help, or they're not really true, this should be beautiful reasonings as towards what's going on. Very obvious do we see these markings as 3 points of consolidation, 3 points that confirm this uptrend. And I don't think I need any more explanation than that. It's not coincidental. This is technical analysis, and it does actually help. If we start to see movement up to the upside here, if we start to see a swing like this, then there's a reason why you should be subscribed to the channel, because this is a sure sign and a dead giveaway. So it's going to be pretty awesome. As for Ethereum did break through its resistance. So we did have a couple of supports right here now acting as a resistance. We are on that oversold level. So another reason why we could be pulling up. Very shocked and surprised that we did manage to break bearish through the bottom support. I was thinking we were going to hold that. There is a couple of supports right here. I don't think I really need to draw those in. I mean, I can. One right here, right where that tip is. So I can leave that one there for right now, but I do think within the near future we're going to get back into this ascending wedge right here. I think this is very temporary and very short term with the way the market is, swinging everything. You can't really go by TA when the market is being, manipulated like that. But with Bitcoin being that key factor that we're watching, it does indicate that Litecoin and Ethereum are going to follow Bitcoin as well. So that's why I pay such close attention to Bitcoin, and then Ethereum and the other altcoins do get affected like that. But my main focus that has been on the past couple of episodes is to look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the one that we have to be paying attention to right now. Now, lastly, to wrap up today's episode, we will be looking at EOS. I like to say, I told you guys before, comment down below another altcoin that you want me to review, and I will definitely get around to that. Now, as you can see, we do have a huge retracement and a huge downtrend within EOS. Very, very, very negative. Very hard to graph this crypto because of how new it is on Binance's exchange. We are flatlined on the weekly, oversold. Many reasons why we are going to head back up. Problem is, we're nearing an all-time low, or we're close. I mean, we do have a bottom right here, and we're all the way up here, so there's a little bit of gap, but the fact that we're still in a downtrend and we're still retracing does indicate more reasons to move down. But everything seems to be extremely strung out, extremely oversold, so we're just waiting for that volume to push us back up. We really don't have any more room to go lower. So that's pretty much going to wrap up today's episode, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.